Alrighty, so we are back at our house to finish up today. The one we posted the install video of yesterday. We're doing the Twilight 10% on these sliders, the sliders upstairs, and then one set in the living room as well. So, with these, it's actually super nice sliding glass doors, at least if you have 72-inch wide film, due to the fact that most doors are within about 30 to 34 inches wide. Most, there are definitely some that are more than that. But when they're not, you can just line your box of film up on the bottom down there. Boom. Make sure you're double checking that you got the right side facing the glass, which I do not. So we want the release liner touching the glass. And all you gotta do is that. Instead of fumbling around with a bunch of crazy stuff going on. Where's my knife? Okay. Now, one thing that I've done in the past, notice how the box will sit a little higher in that bottom edge. Either pull extra up top and cut here, or make sure that like you do one of these where you pull a little bit more out. Just to account for that space down below. Our one factory edge there, one factory edge there. I'll take this, pull her over, so we've got that straight edge. Now honestly, in this case, like if I were a little bit lesser experienced, I would probably flip it around so that straight edge is on that edge. Just because that edge is usually a little bit more annoying to cut. However, it's not doable, that's for sure. So good there. And then I don't know if you can see it here, but there's a minute gap due to the fact that there aren't any of these that are like perfect. So I'll get that lined up. I'll pop it over and scooch so those bottom corners and top corners are sitting flush. However, that's going to make this a little bit too big, so you will have to cut that. We go through and cut off these excess pieces in the middle so they don't get in our way. Yeah. Alright, so now on this door specifically, this ledge is a lot, or it's pretty shallow. Like it's not that thick of a ledge, so I'm literally just gonna stick my blade in right at that corner. Boom. Okay? And just run it across. Alright, you see it actually will sit in there for you. And you just run that down. You don't have to take the film off the glass. But now, so we got all this. This is a little bit extra due to how we cut it the first time. However, it's a quick little tiny slice rather than moving all the film around and having to do all of that. Just double check and make sure all of our other edges are going to fit that same bill. They're not. So like this back one here, you can see it needs a little bit cut. Well, and this one being, there is a lot thicker of a gap that I have to run into. I'm going to start on that top left, get close, and then finish those off with straight edge. We got one pretty usable scrap. This will go on the front door side window at one point or another, but the rest of this is garbage. We're just taking it and moving it to a position in which we can cut up there. Straight edge. Where are you? Blade. Same thing on the bottom. Now we got them both cut. I'm going to take this one off first, roll it up. Remember, or try to remember how you roll it up so you got the right spot going on top. I always try to roll from the top to the bottom. That way I know if I just start putting it back on from the bottom to the top, it won't get flipped over.
To be clear, that's with the lights on inside too. So like with the dual reflective, you turn those lights on inside, you're seeing right through. And in fact, it's really hard to see out. However, with this stuff, I mean, it's the best film for a reason. It is.